What's up guys, it's Dennis here, back with another sales video. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to become a cold calling master. So I'm going to start my first point with a story. When I first started sales, I was working in a bit of a Wolf of Wall Street type environment. You know, there's things being chucked across the office, everyone shouting, screaming on the call, moving around, very high energy. Don't know if it was legal. There was a few different people in the office, usually the high performers that were coming in from lunch from God knows where, potentially on questionable substances. One thing that I learned from that experience, from that first time doing cold calls, doing sales, the top performers, I always noticed they were always moving around. They had motion, you know, they were moving. They were like shaking their limbs, shaking their arms. They're on a sales call and they're like, you know, shaking the hand in the air in the middle of a call. I don't know the exact scientific or biological explanation for this, but here's some bro science for you. When you're moving around, when you've got like this motion, I think energy just flows better in your body and it comes off in your voice, it comes off on the phone. You're able to just move quicker around obstacles and be more smooth on the phone. Try it out for yourself, guys. And one thing that I'll give you an example is you probably have been on a lot of phone calls with your friends or your family, and you just find yourself in weird places in the house. Like you're on the phone, 1 minute you're hanging upside down from a ceiling, then you're on the sofa, then you're here, there. These conversations, you're usually flowing. You're not like thinking too much about the conversation, you're just flowing, right? Moving around just keeps your energy from being stagnant and allows you to keep moving. It's like a river, right? Water grows stale when it's not moving, but when it starts flowing, that's when it's nice and fresh and that's where it's clear. Now, the second tip I want to talk about is conviction. And I don't just mean conviction in the way that you speak. I also mean conviction in the way that you think and feel when you're actually making that call. Because a lot of the time we deal with gatekeepers, we call someone and they're like,
"Oh, I'm a bit busy. Oh, I'm very busy. You're call back."
or they just say,
Yeah, what's it about?
sometimes, especially if you haven't got that much experience, you feel a little bit stumbled. Oh, what do I say here, right? So in that moment, just stand your ground, have some balls, stick to your guns, ask for the name, ask for the person directly. Don't give a fuck about the gatekeeper. Act like you're meant to be there. Feel like you're the man. Feel like you're calling this person because you have an important phone call to have with them because you're going to add value to their business. And you don't owe the gatekeeper anything. It's just some random woman or guy picking up the phone. Just fuck that. Move forward. Just brute force directly through this person. Have conviction, be strong. Now this leads into the third point which I want to make, which is being stoic. This means having no emotions, being still, being able to pause in between your sentences, say something and then just stop. Just be quiet. You ask a question, you wait. Wait until your prospect, whoever it is you're talking to, actually responds to you. Just say what you need to say. Be straightforward, direct, assertive, and then just wait. Be able to sit in the discomfort. I know sometimes, especially when you're starting out, you're making cold calls, you get to one call and it's like, this prospect feels a little bit edgy, they feel a little bit angry at me, pushy at me. It's not personal, guys. Detach from the outcome, detach from this person. All you're trying to do is get through to the decision maker, and if you're already speaking to the decision maker, just follow your structure. Keep strong, keep stoic, be thick-skinned, don't let emotions get to you. Now, the last point I want to talk about is the attack mindset. What this means is essentially just hammering out the cold calls. If you only do 10 cold calls in a day, you're not really going to improve. You only have 10 instances where you have an opportunity to actually practice, to put your knowledge, your information that you've gathered and that you've learned into action. So you need to just attack. Do as many reps as possible. Just boom, 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 boom. And when you're on the phone and someone hangs up on you, they reject you, they get off the call really, really quick. Don't sit there and be like, oh, what did I do wrong? Blah, 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 blah. Of course, for a moment, if you know what happened early on in the call, you said something stupid, you didn't deal with an objection. If you know what the problem was, jot it down really quickly, pen and paper, and then boom, on to the next. Don't get hung up on every single call. You have 200 more people to call today, so fucking lock in, focus, get on to the next call. Now guys, if you want personalized advice or you want help with something more specific, you can DM me directly on Instagram. My handle is @DennisGBP. I'll also put a link in the description of this video. If you like this video and it helped you, please drop a like and subscribe to my channel. I'll keep posting more content to help you guys level up in sales, business, and mindset, and I'll see you on the next one.